Hey folks, my name is Dennis Hassler. I'm the General Manager of Superior Chevrolet in Conway. We want to thank you for watching FLW Arkansas.
It's a glorious morning here on Lake Dardanelle. It's the second event of the BFL Archie Division. We are anticipating big fish today on this episode of FLW Arkansas.
There you go, dude. That's a giant. That's what I'm talking about. You just won some money right there. Not bad. That's what I'm talking about.
Hello everyone, welcome to Superior Chevrolet in Conway. I'm Carlton Wing. This is Dennis Hassler, the General Manager of Superior Chevrolet. Happy to have you on board once again.
Man, it's great to be here, Carlton. We're looking forward to some great fishing this year.
And we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time on the water. A little bit later on in the show, we'll take you on a tour through the new Silverado and a lot of other vehicles that you might like. Let's head out to the water right now, though. Let's go to Lake Dardanelle. Our friends at Superior Chevrolet brought us a good one today on Dardanelle. Though we may get a little rain, the anglers will be tested with water temperature as they have to figure out where the fish are in relation to the spawn. Now here are some of the pre-tournament talking points.
I think the weather is going to be right for me. Yeah, catching 20, 25 pounds probably ain't going to happen, but I'm on some decent fish.
So I think the overcast will affect some today. Maybe be on a spinnerbait. They'll change up a little bit, maybe to a spinnerbait. Definitely they're shallow right now, extremely shallow. May push them out just a little bit, but we'll just wait and see what happens this afternoon.
We got Justin Green and John McCullough here, and boat number 6, right?
Yes.
You're taking off early, so you get pretty much your first pick of the spots, don't you?
Hope so, anyway. Hope so.
You got a place in mind, I assume.
Yes, sir. We're going to run a lot of water this morning. We're going to start in the bayou, and then from there we're going to expand on that and probably wind up in Piney or Dardanelle Bay.
Now tell us about the status of the McCullough Cup right here and what this is. Now we've got the McCullough brothers come out and they fish against each other. You know, it's one thing to win the tournament, but it's quite another. You got to beat your brother.
Well, yes, we do that, but we still want to be teams because we want to go to the regionals together as a vacation. So I'm still for him, but right now I'm a little bit ahead because I did a little better on Ouachita than he did. But maybe he can make up some ground today.
All right, so you made the top 20 at Ouachita.
11th, yeah.
Okay, 11th place, and he got a 0.
Oh. I say that quietly.
Yeah,
he didn't do well.
All right.
But he can make that up.
We'll have some fun then on the way in stage and see what happens today. Good luck to both you guys.
Thank you, sir.
I love rain. I love fishing in the rain. That's my favorite thing.
We had a little bit of rain about 30 minutes ago, just a little light dusting, and then there's a rumor we might get some around noon and then another kind of toward the end of the day.
Yeah, I'm not even a guy of superstition, so I didn't even bring a rain jacket. I'm just going to get wet and let's go.
That's good. What do you think is going to be the winning weight?
Man, to be honest, there's somebody going to bust a 20-pound sack. I know several guys up here right now are on some 6, 7-pounders consistently.
Go fishing, keep the bait wet, try to put them in the boat.
We got Justin Snow, Army bass angler Justin Snow. And how you feeling about Dardanelle today?
Feeling pretty good. I didn't get to get up here and practice. You know, I work in law enforcement, so.
Tell us a little bit about the Army Bass Anglers organization.
We're a worldwide organization. We're about 700 plus strong nationwide. We've got coalition and pro staff members. We support military nonprofits. And it's a good group to get, good group of guys. We actually got a tournament coming up on Lake Fork in April for coalition members and stuff. It's just a big get-together invitational. It's going to be a good time.
That's good. Well, we appreciate what you do and appreciate your work in law enforcement as well. Best of luck out there today. We'll see you on the stage.
Just one other thing. People out there watching, just be sure to check into WFM, watch Force on Force, and we got a new season, first year starting, Army Buck Hunters. Make sure you check that out.
As is always the case at an FLW event, we begin the day properly. There is a prayer and then the national anthem. Afterwards, one by one, each of the 107 boats takes off from the Lake Dardanelle Marina. It is orderly but swift. as the anglers are eager to get to their spots and see if Plan A is on target. If not, Plan B must be ready or it could be a long day. Expectations are always high on this famous Arkansas lake. We are here at Superior Chevrolet in Conway. I've got Dwayne Bell, our service manager here. And Dwayne, tell us a little bit why it's important to get your car serviced.
Well, why it's important to get it serviced is it prevents problems on down the road. We can head it off now so that you're not stranded on the side of the road in the future.
If you can, stitch in time saves 9 kind of a thing.
That's exactly right.
And this service department is pretty amazing. This is one of the best ones I've ever seen.
It's state of the art, air conditioned. We've got the big fans in the service department. So it's 110 degrees outside. It's a nice cool 78 in here. So it just makes it better for the technicians.
And when you're waiting for your car to get fixed, you've got a nice place also.
Again, state of the art. Customers have a big screen TV on the wall. We have a snack area that coffee machine. We grind our own coffee beans. You pick your flavor, sodas, snacks. It just didn't get any better than that.
All right, sounds good. There's 3 or 4 good reasons to come on down to Superior Chevrolet in Conway. FLW Arkansas is brought to you by Superior Auto Group. Not just better, superior. And by Bad Boy Mowers. Mow with an attitude. By Costa Sunglasses. And by Certified Arkansas Bait Fish. Healthy, hearty, and safe. Log on to safebait.org. And by Intova Cameras.
Hi, Michael Sloan for Superior Automotive Group in Conway. Looking for a new truck? Shop all of the best brands in one place without jumping all over Central Arkansas. One customer specialist will help you find the perfect truck today. Faster, simpler, and more transparent. Superior.
What does it mean to mow with an attitude? It means 0 turns and full throttle. It's the power of 38 horses in a town of 10,000 people. It's like American Muscle got a PhD in rocket science. It's backing up your bark with serious bite. It's blood, sweat, and blades. What does it mean to mow with an attitude? Take a seat and find out for yourself.
Bad boy. Mow with an attitude.
Hi, Michael Sloan for Superior Automotive Group in Conway. Shop all of the best truck brands in one location. Make the short drive from anywhere in Central Arkansas to test drive one or all. There's no better place to buy than Superior Automotive Group in Conway. Faster, simpler, and more transparent. Superior.
Hi, my name is Sharissa Potter. I'm with Superior Chevrolet in Conway. Thank you for watching FLW Arkansas.
A lot of high expectations today.
You know, last week a little bird told us that there was a club tournament or a tournament that went out of here. It took 28 and change to win that. I was talking with some of the guys that are working with you this week. 25 pounds was second place. Yeah. Unreal. So we're expecting some big bags, like you said, some high expectations. It's the BFL. There's a lot of pressure on the water and a lot of pressure on the line. We will see some good bags of fish come in, though.
How does an angler manage those expectations? Because when you're out on the water today and you're thinking, gosh, a week ago they caught 28 pounds, I'm going to need to really turn it on today. How do you control your mind?
There's guys like Zach King, Sean Gordon, even Larry Gregg. Some of these guys can just catch them. You know, I've always said there's some guys that have gills. You know, they know how to catch fish. But there will be guys that weight will spin them out, thinking that they need 20 pounds just to catch a check. Yeah. And they put the pressure on themselves to go catch 20. Instead, just go fishing. Yeah. You know, you wonder why we always catch 10, 15, 20 bass on Tuesday, because we just go fishing on Tuesdays. But Saturday morning rolls around, BFL, we hear the weights, we see the names in the tournament, and it can get to some guys.
Yeah. Now, normally our camera boats rove all over the water, catching as many of our anglers and their fish as we can. But this time we decided to dedicate one of our cameramen to just one boat and spend some time with one of Dardanelle's best, Zach King of Clarksville. He has 20 career top 10s with FLW, and most of them are right here on Dardanelle.
We got 8 hours to do this thing. We got plenty of time. I hadn't come in here and practiced. It's just one of them places I I live and die by in here, so if they're not biting in here, we get out of here, we'll go find another couple spots. I actually been catching some on. Gonna be biting this morning. It's one of them secluded areas. These fish, they live in here. They can't migrate in here like they used to, so these fish they're stuck in here. You know, this time of the year, you can usually catch them really good. Just kind of throwing a Senko around, swimming around some of this grass, and there's a few lay downs in here, but it's mainly grass. Once that sun gets up, I'll be able to target them a lot better because I can see those holes in the grass. I felt the weight, man. It was just a tick, and I picked up on it. She was there, and then it was. I missed her again. She's spawning right there. You just can't see her. And I probably will not catch her on this bait. I'm probably gonna lose her on this bait.
Fishing with King today is co-angler David Harden of Bethel, Oklahoma. If he didn't know that he got a great draw at first, it didn't take too long to find out it was a great draw indeed.
Good one?
Yeah,
that's good in there. We got him on.
That Senko.
That Senko. Where's he at? Yeah, it's good in there. There you go.
Thank you much, sir.
Yeah, 4-pounder right there, buddy.
Thank you.
All right.
We will check in on these guys all day. So let's check in on the guys who make this show happen and take us all over Arkansas in style. Superior Chevrolet in Conway. All right, we've got Jeff Reed here at Superior Chevrolet in Conway. We're going to take a look at the Silverado. We got the Trail Boss edition. That's pretty souped up.
Yes, sir. Trail Boss is all new for 2019. From the factory, they bring a 2-inch lift, also a lock and rear differential, and an off-road suspension package. For anybody that's pulling a boat or a four-wheeler side by side, anything like that, it's absolutely perfect for that.
And this is a very good-looking truck as well, something that'll provide some style as you go along the highways and byways of Arkansas, whether you're going to the lake or the deer stand. Here is your reigning Angler of the Year, Wayne Dixon from Morrilton. Now, he told us there would be a fish right about here. I noticed. That fish would have been a bit bigger, but that vicious hook set probably took a few inches off that largemouth. Let's check in with Lance Pyle, our meteorologist from Sherwood, who also catches some bass. Now, he is used to studying pressure systems, even the FLW Arkansas pressure system.
Do either of you have anything yet?
Nothing. Quit rubbing it in.
I'm sorry.
You guys got anything yet? How about now? FLW Arkansas is brought to you by Superior Auto Group. Not just better, superior. And by Bad Boy Mowers. Mow with an attitude. By Costa Sunglasses. And by Certified Arkansas Bait Fish. Healthy, hearty, and safe. Log on to safebait.org. And by Intova Cameras.
Superior Automotive Group is Conway. We work hard to be good to our customers. That means a faster, simpler, and more transparent way to buy.
Superior seems to set a tone of that kind of no-hassle type approach.
With Superior, everything was laid out for me very clearly. My sales rep made sure she explained every step of the process.
It was always what you saw, that was the price, that was the car you got.
We're Superior Automotive Group in Conway, where it's always faster, simpler, and more transparent. Superior.
What does it mean to mow with an attitude? It means 0 turns and full throttle. It's the power of 38 horses in a town of 10,000 people. It's like American Muscle got a PhD in rocket science. It's backing up your bark with serious bite. It's blood, sweat, and blades. What does it mean to mow with an attitude? Take a seat and find out for yourself.
Bad boy. Mow with an attitude.
This is Caleb Snuggs with Superior Chevrolet in Conway. Thanks for watching FLW Arkansas.
Every tournament has a developing theme. Much like scientists with a hypothesis, anglers start with one idea but quickly move to another when evidence presents an alternative to their theory. Today's theme is still a work in progress, but Clarksville's Zach King knows Plan A is out the window.
Shallow up there.
I missed a couple good
He had a
ones.
good one on, look like a decent chunk.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Can't ever get frustrated in this game for sure.
No, if you did, you wouldn't do this game.
That's right. It's a humbling sport, that's for sure.
So Zach and David move from their chosen area where they are all alone to a more well-known area where they are definitely not alone.
Goodness, look at all them boats behind us. I don't think he's gonna measure. Don't think he's gonna cut it. I think it's going in there. I'll quit. Let's see here. Ooh.
Close, ain't it?
He's close. Get him touch right there. These fish. I don't even know if you count that as a bite. You just barely hit that thing.
Close.
Nope. Little bitty dude. Little guy. Story of my life. He got him one back here.
He's a 2, 1 3/4 anyway.
The area is producing. Charles Williams, nephew of one of Arkansas's greats, Jerry Williams, is bringing in a few not too far away. We're about a third of the way into the day, and one of the things we're finding is that what started off with a lot of optimism about the fishing for the day has turned into the subtle reality of not many fish. These fish are in transition from the predictable wintertime patterns and kind of almost to the springtime, but not quite yet. So the fishermen are having a hard time finding a predictable pattern. The most we've seen anybody with is 2 keepers. Now, we're following right now. This is Andrew Veach out of Chicago, Illinois, coming down to Arkansas because the weather's a lot nicer at this time of the year here than it is there. And then, of course, we got Justin Snow, who we talked to earlier in the day. He's in the back of the boat. Let's see how they're doing. Andrew Veach is not alone. His cousin and father are both fishing as co-anglers today. And here's how anglers from the Windy City came down to the natural state.
It was my cousin's idea. He just got into fishing 3 years ago, and he wants to fish with other people, so we figured the best way to do it would be to do these because it's cheaper than hiring a guide, and he could get different experience and win a little bit of money. So I like to travel. I have a boat. He's just getting into it, so he decided let's do these, and each year we pick out a different trail. For me, it's just start as shallow as you can and work your way out from there. So even if the water's 42 degrees, I usually try to start up in 2 feet of water and just work backwards. I know a lot of people like to work forwards, but I'd rather be ahead of them than behind them.
And one thing I've noticed is that we that are from Arkansas are wearing big coats and things like that. You just got a little hoodie, you're good.
I'm perfect. I'm perfect. We still got ice on the lakes. This down here, fantastic. That sun come out, I'd be in shorts.
Hello, I'm Dwayne Bell with Superior Chevrolet here in Conway. Thank you for watching FLW Arkansas.
FLW Arkansas is brought to you by Superior Auto Group. Not just better, superior. And by Bad Boy Mowers. Mow with an attitude. By Costa Sunglasses. And by Certified Arkansas Bait Fish. Healthy, hearty, and safe. Log on to safebait.org. And by Intova Cameras.
Hi, Michael Sloan for Superior Automotive Group in Conway. Looking for a new truck? Shop all of the best brands in one place without jumping all over Central Arkansas. One customer specialist will help you find the perfect truck today. Faster, simpler, and more transparent. Superior.
There are easier ways to become a better angler. Join FLW today and take your fishing to the next level. Get the magazine, get on the water. Visit flwfishing.com/membership to find out more.
What does it mean to mow with an attitude? It means 0 turns and full throttle. It's the power of 38 horses in a town of 10,000 people. It's like American Muscle got a PhD in rocket science. It's backing up your bark with serious bite. It's blood, sweat, and blades. What does it mean to mow with an attitude? Take a seat and find out for yourself.
Bad boy. Mow with an attitude.
Hi, Michael Sloan for Superior Automotive Group in Conway. Shop all of the best truck brands in one location. Make the short drive from anywhere in Central Arkansas to test drive one or all. There's no better place to buy than Superior Automotive Group in Conway. Faster, simpler, and more transparent. Superior.
Hi, my name is Richie Tanner from Superior Chevrolet. Thank you for watching FLW Arkansas.
We thank you, Superior Chevrolet in Conway, for supporting our anglers of Arkansas by sponsoring this show. Let's check in on the final moments on the water before the anglers head in for the weigh-in. Zach King, who knows Dardanelle as well as anyone, is making adjustments. He hopes he has done so in time to make a difference. But the frustration continues in that he is catching fish, but not the size that brings an angler to the top of the leaderboard. By sponsoring this show. Let's on the water before the anglers. Who knows Dardanelle?
There's one right there. Better one too. Got her. I got her. There we go. About the dang time I caught something working.
Zach has his sights set on big fish and big weights. Co-anglers, meanwhile, typically need less weight to cash a nice check. David Harden in the back of the boat is having a very good day fishing with Zach King. We got about 3 hours left in this tournament, and this should give you an indication as to how this tournament has gone for most of the anglers. Not quite as well as they had hoped. We're in an area called the Strip Pits. This is where you go when you just need to catch a few fish, and you can see there's more than a few anglers back here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 anglers. And number 6 is idling to try to find a little parking space amongst this crowd. Here's Hayden Newberry from Jonesboro, Illinois. If you're keeping score at home, that's 2 from the Lincoln State. Hayden is one of the anglers crowding into the Strip Pits. Newberry got off to a good start today, caught a few keepers in other parts of the lake, but they were lacking the size needed to contend. He then realized that the big fish were here in the Strip Pits. The good news is that Newberry knew where to go to get big fish. The bad news is that several of his friends also figured this out, and one of them had a spot already claimed. You'll meet him in a moment when we crown a winner. We put a microphone on Hayden, and it brought instant results.
Yeah, it's a little one. Can I keep this microphone on? It's good luck. I was kind of pushing the shallow bite for a while, and then finally one day I decided to come back in here and try out a jerk bait and look for some pre-spawners, you know, out a little bit deeper. And this whole flat up in here, I actually watched some fish spawning up in the weeds yesterday, and I came in here earlier on Monday this week because I expected them to be up on the flats, or getting ready to go up on the flats to spawn. And I ended up catching a couple 5s and a couple 4s along that area on Monday. And then the plan was to be able to come back today and catch a few of them before they went up. But I think the water temperature came up just a little too much, and some of them already went up in the weeds.
And that's how we're going to wrap up the coverage on the water. A day when the results were a bit surprising, but someone always catches them. And here's who did.
It was actually a really slow day. I lost 2 fish total. They were both big ones, and I had 3 keepers, one of those being a big one, so kind of missed a chance to do well, but I don't know why it was so tough, but it was very tough today.
Yeah, I got one pretty good size. It should go a little over 5, close to 6.
Remember a few moments ago when I told you that Hayden Newberry picked the right spot, but that someone else had picked it out too? Well, here's that guy.
Illinois Bayou. He's from Louisiana, Shreveport that is. A 5 bass limit, going to set the bar on the boater side to go pretty high. Good bag of fish, could hold the lead for quite a while. Give it to him. How about 21 pounds and 3 ounces of bass? Let's hold your biggest fish up.
We'll hear from our champion next week. Suffice it to say that an early boat draw helped, and knowing what to do when he got there was essential. We saw a few of the familiar faces for a Dardanelle event, such as Sean Gordon and Vaughn Kinsey, but Zach King decided not to weigh in. Since he isn't fishing the whole season, the points don't matter, but he will be back when the BFL returns in September. On the co-angler side,
looking for a 5.5 for big fish. It's worth $267 for 1 bass. Give it to him. New leader, 5 pounds and 12 ounces. Almost a 6-pounder, 5.12, Ezra.
Here we go, right up here.
Say cheese with that thing.
Cersei's Stan Harris held that lead all day long and won nearly $2,000. David Harden, who fished with Zach King, caught his first ever limit in a BFL event and came in 3rd place. Weights were tight. We had 2 ties in the top 10. We'll hear from our winner in the next show, because next week is the Bad Boy Mowers Analysis episode. The best of Dardanelle break down what happened, what they did, and how you can fish better the next time you want to go and experience Arkansas's amazing waterways. That's all next week. Thank you for watching FLW Arkansas.